Have you ever felt like your life was falling apart and there was no way out? Whether it's a divorce, losing a business, losing your lifestyle, or even supporting a loved one through addiction, it can feel impossible to recover. I know because I've been there. I've faced every one of these challenges, one after the other. But I'm here to tell you it's not impossible to bounce back. In fact, my daughter and I are both living happy, successful lives today, despite everything that's happened. Stick with me until the end because I'm going to share something I recently did with my daughter, something that during the darkest days of her addiction, I never thought that I would feel comfortable doing with her again. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. My journey down this dark path started in 2015. But in truth, the avalanche began much sooner, and there was no stopping it. At the time, I was living the good life. My husband and I had been together for almost 21 years, and we started and ran a successful business, built our dream home, and my daughter was thriving. But cracks started to show. And I knew when we got married that my husband did not really care for children. But I thought that I could change this. Spoiler, I couldn't. He was jealous of my daughter and the time I spent with her. And so in retaliation, he started to lead a secret life. When I found out that he'd been cheating on me for almost 18 months, and with a younger woman, I was devastated. My whole world began to fall apart. We divorced. I lost my best friend. I lost my home. I lost my lifestyle. And honestly, a big part of my identity. My daughter moved in with me, and that's when her life began spiraling too. My daughter had never done drugs before, but living in the aftermath of my divorce, she began experimenting with heroin. It got so bad that I was sure that she wasn't going to make it. She became a totally different person. Lying, stealing, and even selling my valuables. I lost everything. The man I loved, my friends, my home, my business, and now my daughter was slipping away too. But I refused to let her go. I spent every night researching everything there was to know about addiction and recovery, trying to find answers. When I wasn't on my computer, I was out on the streets, driving through the worst neighborhoods, searching for my daughter. It was the darkest time of my life. For 4 long years, she cycled through unsuccessful attempts at recovery. And I kept hoping that things would change, but they didn't. Until I finally realized I could not do it alone. That's when I made the choice to reach out to my local community recovery organization. Let me tell you that was a game changer for me and my daughter. If you're struggling with addiction or supporting someone who is, please don't wait as long as I did. Reach out to your community recovery resources. They are there to help you, not to judge you. And their services are often all free. They can be your lifeline when you feel like you're drowning. Trust me, you will thank me later. Against all odds, we made it. And so can you. Now let me tell you about that moment when, with my daughter, just the other day, I sold another painting. And I ran to find her and tell her that I had sold another painting. And as I was telling her, I reached into my pocket and I pulled out a wad of cash and I gave it to her for safekeeping. We both looked at each other and started laughing. I mean, really laughing. And I looked at her and said, 4 years ago, did you think that I would ever trust you with cash again? She looked back at me with those beautiful blue eyes and said, Mom, not in a million years. Not in a million years. And she was right. Back then, I wouldn't have believed it. But here we are today. It's moments like these which remind me that no matter how impossible things may seem, recovery is possible. Life after devastation is possible. So if you're feeling like you're never going to bounce back from whatever life has thrown at you, whether it's a financial loss, a broken marriage, or addiction, know this. You just have to keep going and reach out for help when you need it. I've been there, and I'm here to tell you, you can make it through too. If this video has helped you, please subscribe to our channel and stick around for more content on recovery and resilience. I've got so much more to share about how to rebuild your life after loss. Thanks for watching, and remember, you are stronger than you think.